Hey guys, a long time no talk. I had to go back and look at the little clips that I had recorded previously to see what I had done. It's been over a month since I recorded, so little preamble for this video. Um, I'm going to go ahead and put those clips in. One's from the end of June, one's from the very first part of July, so you can see what I was working on. And then I'm going to kind of start fresh at the end of that and really break it up into the usual life update whips, etc. Because yeah, life got crazy in July. July flew by. Holy crap. So we're going to do this really quick because I have a stitchy meetup online in 20 minutes. So that's the preamble. You're going to get to watch two of the clips that I did before we left for Wisconsin. And then we're going to pick right back up here with a life update.
Hello, Floss Team. Welcome back. It's Shari. It's Shari on Instagram. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching the video. All of those good things. I'm going to try to get back into a little bit more of the vlog style and do a little bit each day. We'll see how that works. So, what have I been doing since the last video? I've packed a couple more boxes. There's a few more things off the shelves. Getting there. Take, a couple of boxes of San Antonio each time we go. And so that's there. Sorry, it's very windy outside. So when I take the dog outside, the hair gets all messy. And this is as good as it gets. And apparently I stabbed myself with my thumbnail. So don't do that. Because pulling the blankets up and it let go and yeah, that was some fun. Okay, but so aside from personal injuries, obviously my sciatica is better. It's not completely gone. It is I still have some pain going down the hip into the leg, but I am able to sit up straight. Okay, so stitching. Let's see. So the last thing I said, also what I was going to work on project-wise was Dragon for Days, closer to Halloween. Following the substitutions that Leslie made from Amazing Fabrics. Well, closely following, loosely following, I guess would be the right way to put that. And so I worked on this for 2 days. And that is what I got done. I did not get the glow in the dark white stuff. So this is just regular DMC white. But I wish that was showing up better. The rotting pumpkins, the Night Stalker calling. This is such a pretty floss. That's showing up a little better. It's maybe a little more orange than what is showing up on my screen. But it is really cool. And so you can see that's in that color of the flames and then the inner border of those things. So that will get put away. I probably, so it's funny, as I stitch on things, I'm going through all of my whips, I add things to my list that would be potential candidates for whip be gone this year. And since that one is small and probably could be finished in a couple of days, that is definitely on the list for whips be gone. Now, I worked on that for 2 days, but not consecutively because the first day of summer came around and I started Summertime, the New York River. This is on Amaryllis 32 count linen by Undersea Fabrics. And this is what I got done. The summer of the word, it's all done in Leaf Sky Works Union Blue. So that's the bottom of all of the letters, and then they'll go, red, white, and blue. So I have to go back and do that the top sections, but you see that's the U and E, and there's the bottom of the R. And then the whole S is done in that. So turned out pretty good so far. Those move along pretty quickly. Right now, I did not pick out a project for this. The only project that I have open is very Halloweenish. So I need to make some more, but I haven't been in the position. I've got a ton of things, a ton of project bags, fabrics set aside, inside, outside, and all that I want to make, but I have just not had the time to do that. So Next after that was, if I remember correctly, Noah Sampler. Was it? Yes, it was. Okay. Again, this was not worked on 2 days consecutively because we had something else to do. So, Alma Lynn's private collection, hard to read that backward. Noah Sampler. You can see that good. It's got lots of animals in it. And tree leaves are going to be a nightmare. Lots of confetti. This is a very old pattern. It is handwritten. I can't remember if I'm using the 25 count. I'd have to look it up. It says on 25 count, but I probably went with 28 count. And I actually got quite a bit done on that. It's going to be a fairly large piece. So I just did the letters with whatever colors I was using over here. The letters that were close by. And I think the boat is one of the few things that is backstitched on there, the arc of the boat. But there's letters that touch it, so I don't want to do the backstitching until I finish all of that because I don't want something to go over the backstitch. So that was worked on for 2 nights. And actually, one of them was a day on the weekend, which is why I got so much done on it. It's still sitting a lot with the leg, not even, trying to baby it because it needs to be a bit cheap when we go to Oshkosh. So during that, when made that not happening consecutive days was project. And this is Cindy's bag. I think she doctored it up and made it longer. She added some fabric to the bottom. I never know about doing that. It's a good idea. And so this is part of our Coastal Bend Stitchers round robin. And Cindy did that part. And Laura did this one, and I did the bottom center here. It's kind of hard to see. This side kind of the light blends in a little bit. You see it better like that. And I think it turned out cute. Trying to figure out what colors to use where. And so that's done. And then we'll be exchanged on our next stitching meetup, which I might be not here for. So I'll have to figure out how to exchange it in between there because in San Antonio and at Oshkosh. So lots going on there. And then last night I worked on did I bring it? Yes, Dinah's The Trick and the Treat. Oops, I have the pattern showing on both sides. So there I can. You saw it in the other video. Everybody knows what it looks like, right? I basically had this piece done and most of this done. So I added this whole guy with that little mouse, isn't he cute? Spider web, and then I have the first stitch going down to this motif, which is witchy boots, with another little triangle thing. And then I gotta finish. That's the E, the N and the E for Halloween. This is the bottom of another E, just where I ran out of floss. And I love stitching on this fabric. And this, it is not. It's a little darker in person, maybe a little more orangey. Not too bad, but I like it. So I'll stitch on that again tonight, unless we travel to San Antonio tonight. Then I will not. I probably won't have time for stitching, but it all depends on the weather and whether or not there's a big fat thunderstorm sitting like right over there, and it's been sitting there. It has not moved. So yeah, it really depends on what happens with that and Kevin's schedule, of course. But yeah, so I already showed you plans for the next couple of things. But I realized if we leave for San Antonio early, I need to, and depending on, whether or not we come right back, I needed to pull a couple of more whips just to make sure I had everything that I needed. And so the next two in the lineup after those are Bells of Ireland by Nora Cordes. This is part of the Pixie Blossom collection. And this is done on a gorgeous Sunny Eyes fabric that is, of course, I'm sorry, no longer available. She doesn't type fabrics anymore. And I just basically have some of the center of her, is that upside down? That's upside down. The center of her dress started. Light blue stuff right there. So that's where that's at. And then pick one more because that will give me, I've got that. It's 1, 2, 3. Because the next one up after Linus the Trick and the Treat is it's 5 o'clock somewhere, or it's 5 o'clock in Texas, the Redbird stitching one. And yeah, so I need a couple more projects to take with me. But I'm slowly taking everything to San Antonio. After I work on it here, it goes that way and gets stored up there. This bag. This bag was made by, let me see if I can remember her YouTube name. I'm having trouble. Used to live in the West, moved to Oregon. Last name Slaughter. Oh my God, why can I not remember her YouTube name? I haven't seen, I think she retired from YouTube. I haven't seen a video from her in a long time. But she was into quilting and stuff, and she made bags for a while for people that were very hard to get. They were hard to snatch up. And of course, there's not, oh, there it is. Hang on. There's a tag in the bottom. Stitch all the things. That's it. Stitch all the things. These gowns are so well made. Of course, it's got the sparkly, shiny vinyl on the bottom, which, you know, helps it hold up better. Just, these bags are amazing. She does an absolutely beautiful job. There's pockets on the inside. I mean, anyways. Anyway, that's what's in the bag. This is outdoors embroidery, though. Well, and so I'm just using all of the stuff that came in the kit. Actually, like the kit. Leslie and I placed an order with them a long time ago. I ordered some kits when they first came out, and then I found butterfly. So this is the fabric from the kit. I have no idea what it is. And should have stuff right. Partner is there. That is weird. Out. So that is probably right there. Let's see that or not, if it's going to focus. Yeah, that's that little guy, that little motif right there. This is really a pleasure to stitch on. Their charts are so nicely put together and very easy to read. So if you've not ordered any of their kits, I highly recommend them. They come nicely packaged. I don't think I have any of the faucets that haven't been unrolled, but the flosses come, you know, bundled up like in the braid, and then they give you the bobbins to put them on with the appropriate. I mean, they're already pre-labeled with what that color is that on them. And let's see if I can show this to you back. If you want to cut it apart in sections, you can do a section at a time. That one. Oops, there was a what's in there. Go back to me. Or they come nice two big ones. And so way back there, maybe you can't read that, but that's better than you want, right? The nice big charts. Of course, the instructions are in Russian, but who needs instructions? Right? You match the symbol and the color. And you also can Google Translate if you're that curious. It's nice. They're very nice. It's I really think for kids. I need to go order. There's a couple of them I have in the cart. I'm not pressing go on. But hey, my birthday's coming up. Maybe I'll do this. Let's see. Haul. What have I got for haul? Nothing new other than hey, Cross Stitch Halloween magazine came out. Yay. I didn't really have a chance to go through this really good, but there's definitely a couple of things in here that I want to stitch. Like, oh my gosh, isn't that little bat freaking adorable? He is too stinking cute. And I love that these are like quick and easy, fast, small projects to do. So a couple of cute ones in here. These are neat to put on the bottles. Those are cool. I like the fabric with them too. And I wasn't really gonna do a flip through, so I'm not literally looking at all of them. I'm looking at, was gonna show you a couple that I thought were kind of cute. And that black cat sampler, very cute. Don't know what I'd do with it, but it's cute. That's the ones that I thought that were really cute. Some of them, you know, you can always tell who does what. And then, of course, there's always the Mill Hill kits on the back that make you like, oh, I need that. I have that one already. The moose is cute too. So there you go. That's my little catch up for today. Did I even say what today was? No, I did not. It's June 25th. It's Tuesday. So I'm going to go for now. Keep these little pieces short, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, hey, Frosty friends. This is going to be the fastest stitchy update ever because I have like 12 minutes. Trying to get everything done and ready to go home and ignore my little North Star grid on my nose. So last time we spoke, I was working on Prairie Moon, Finest the Trick in the Tree. I think I worked on this one more day. I can't remember where was the last time you saw it. This is on 32 count Anubis by Under the Sea Fabrics. And that is my stopping point. So that one. I forgot to bring my headset with me, so I'm hoping that this is loud enough. I'll actually move the computer speaker slightly closer to myself and see if that makes a difference. Hopefully that will help matters. I wanted to get this done. We're in San Antonio, obviously, different background, but need to I move this stuff here. I don't want to do it. But holy crap, guys, I had to finish this week. Empty project bag means you get started a project, right? So it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I need to turn this off. I think that's blown it out by Redbird Science. Bought the kit at Free Stitches in Houston, spring, whatever, and that is where we ended up. And beads across the top of the margarita glass. And there's that. That's pretty cool. Love that. That will go home with me in the to be finished pile, along with all of the floss in there. And I probably just need to clean it out and put it in the go home bag. Yeah. Running out of places to put them. Excuse me, no stuff. Stop falling on the floor. Let's see, what have I been working on the last 2 days? So I took 3 days on with 5 o'clock somewhere to finish. And yesterday I started working on Bells of Ireland by Nora Corbett. Yeah, get in there. The Harry Potter project there. And this is where I'm at on her. Originally, all I had done was the light blue in the center, so I actually got a lot done. That started out on the leg there as well. Really took it easy yesterday trying to get the sciatica to calm down. And I went shopping with Hannah one day, and oh my gosh, yeah, I overdid it. It was about maybe 3 hours. Maybe 3 hours. So yeah, good enough. So I'll work on this some more today. We're flying home tonight, so I'm not counting that as a full day. So I'll probably work on it again the next night. Because yeah, we just won't have, I won't get home in time to do anything on it tonight. And let's see. Next project is going to be whale, which you guys saw last time. But you know, while I was up here, I stopped by Leslie's and picked up stuff. And so we've got some pretty stuff in here. This is chamomile. I've got mine in 32 count Lugana. That's about, it's reading pretty close to correct. And I picked up the 3 new general art threads that came out this year. That is goldenrod, dragon fruit, and wisteria. There we go. Now you can read the names. So those were new cards for this year. And what else did I got? Okay. More Corbett's. That's North Atlantic Mermaid. And then we have South Atlantic Mermaid. And sorry, this stuff is slippery. It's sliding everywhere. And they already have this. It's the boo for the mini project bags, the mini bags, the ones like I bought from Wendy Stitches when she had them on sale. Yeah. There's another one of those. It's called Count. Patriotic Quaker from Primrose Cottage. The Black Slipper from Bella Filipina. A puffer fish. Isn't he cute? Unfortunately, the stingray and what was the other one? There's one more fishy one. Can't remember what it is, but she was out of those, but they're on order. And this is the Peacock Pincushion by Cottage Garden Samplings. This one, I wasn't sure if I had it already. So I picked it up anyway. But yep, I had it already. So yeah, notorious. Picked up that from Primrose Cottage, so that was cute. That the I already put my bags these up together because the specialty bread and these. This one is Sea Merchant Spies. That's maybe not the latest flavor, but it took me a while to get up here to get them. And so I went with the delicate bead pack for those. Leslie put together a delicate bead pack for you if you want the delicate conversion. And then the specialty sauces. I think this is just smaller ones. We just did not have any garlic. Nope, no garlic. Hallelujah. I was actually holding off on using any garlic because of the purchase and the changeover, and we're not really sure what's happening, but I don't know. And this was another fabric of the month. This one's called Amona, and that is pretty close. So it looks like this one is in Opaluzana. And last but not least, from what I'm seeing is Funky Chickens by Satsuma Street. These are so cool. Thank you. I can't wait to make one of those. And then I had to pick up some DMC on Sunday because I forgot some at Leslie's. And so I went down to Michael's and grabbed those early Sunday morning. And we had 50 project bags. These are big enough to hold 11 by 11 cube snaps. They're square instead of oblong. So they were 3 in a pack for $12.99. And then they had the 30% off of regular price items coupon. So got those. And I believe that is it. Ooh, got one more thing. It's not really stash, but it was a kindness. My daughter got me a little island coup when she was shopping with her friends on Saturday. Isn't he cute? I don't know where I'm going to hang him, but he's adorable. So that's it for me for now. I will talk to you guys later. We're headed back home to Portland tonight to focus, and see you then. Bye.
Okay, so life update. Wow, July. Last I talked to you from that last little clip was we were getting ready to go home from San Antonio. We had been up there visiting our daughter, and that was the last weekend in June, first part of July. We flew home July 1st that night. And then we came home, we spent the 4th here, we watched fireworks off of our back deck where we live on Corpus Christi Bay. So Kiewit, which is a big employer here that makes big offshore rigs. My husband used to work there. They are across the bay from us to this side, and then the Lexington where they put off fireworks for Corpus Christi is on that side, and we can watch them from our patio or balcony and not have to fight the traffic. So that was awesome. So and then of course my dog is not as freaked out because he can't. Well, one, he's going mostly deaf. He's laying back here on the floor behind me. Well, you kind of see the top of his little brown body right there. But yeah, he doesn't hear them as good anymore. So being further away from them is a really good thing. So that was nice and enjoyable. And then we had to go back up to San Antonio because I had a surprise visit from my sister for my birthday, which was awesome because my birthday was the 7th, and she flew in Friday morning, I guess the 5th. So yeah, we flew back up Friday, on Friday the 5th. I had Thursday off for obviously for 4th of July. And then I went ahead and took the Friday off since it's my birthday weekend, right? Start early. So my sister flew in on Friday. We had a good weekend, just basically goofing and going out to eat and having a good time, visiting with friends. And because she has a friend that lives in San Antonio as well that we, both know, and got to see her. And yeah, it was fun. She flew back out on Monday morning. I worked. We decided to, with Hurricane Beryl coming, um, at first they thought it was going to hit South Texas, like way down by the border at the valley. And then they just kept moving it further and further north. And so for a long time, it was supposed to hit at Corpus. And so we decided that we could not risk coming home on, like on the 8th. And then we were going to fly from here to Wisconsin on the 13th. It's actually shorter because just the way that, so here's Corpus, here's San Antonio. It's kind of northwest, and then we were leaving from there. So it would have been a straighter shot to leave from here. Regardless, with barreling down on us, say that 5 times fast. It was we couldn't risk that we would not be able to get out. If there were storms here, we wouldn't be able to fly out because we don't fly in thunderstorms because that's cray. So anyway, we decided before we left on Friday that we would go ahead and pack everything up. So we put everything for the plane, everything for the Wisconsin trip in the plane when we flew up for my birthday weekend. And it was all good. So we just, stored it all at the condo until we were ready to leave. So we got ready to leave. We worked there all week. Minimal stitching done because we were trying to get so many things ready and doing stuff. I did get a little bit done, and you will see that when I go through WIPs. But then we left Saturday morning, the 13th, and flew to St. Louis. The trip did not start out good. When we got to the airport there in Castroville, which is where we leave our plane in Corpus, excuse me, in San Antonio, when we're up there, it's the closest. Sorry, I'm untangling my headset. It's a nightmare. It's the closest to the condo that has free storage. There's no ramp fee. There's no nothing integrated, tied in a knot. Didn't do that later, but it's safe. And so we leave a car there. We bought a little Nissan that we leave on in the parking lot there, so that, and we unhook the battery. It's got a trickle charger, solar powered trickle charger. It works great. So we fly in there, grab the car, take it out to the plane, load all the junk in, go to the condo, and stay there. And we worked all week. And then, so when we got back, we loaded all the stuff in the car, went to go load it in the plane. The fuel depot at the airport was not working. We had enough gas to get to another airport, which is good. You never want to run that low. So we took off and then landed in Georgetown, which is north of Austin. And then so that messed up our planned fuel stops where we were going along the whole way. And then, so the next one up, and you plan your fuel stops based on price because av fuel is not cheap. And you think regular fuel is not cheap. So yes, you plan them based on cheap gas prices, which you get on your NavAid, your that thing that you use to plan your trips. And then the next place that we had planned on stopping, and there's usually information in the NOTAMs, which is the Notice to Airmen, that tells you if there's something wrong, like the gas is not working. Wasn't the case. So the next place that we were landing at that had cheap gas, less than $5 a gallon, which was awesome, their gas pump was not working either. Crap, change of plans. So we had to make some along the road adjustments, but we did. It's beautiful country to fly over. Northwest Arkansas, southwestern Missouri is just beautiful with all the rolling hills, the old Ozark Mountains. And then so we flew into St. Louis, actually landed in Illinois, which is where the downtown St. Louis airport is. It's the closest one to my sister's house in Soulard. And she came over, picked us up. We only took what we needed out of the plane, important stuff, and spent the night with her and had dinner with her and her significant other, and had breakfast with them the next day. Got up ready to leave, and I don't know, we were probably out of there by 10 o'clock. So fueled up there, took off. We were moseying through, and it's summer. Thunderstorms happen. We had to touch down somewhere in let's say it was Clinton, Iowa. We had to veer around a thunderstorm and sit on the ground for probably, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour waiting for a thunderstorm to roll past. Then our next planned stop was Madison, Wisconsin, where they had cheap gas. The gas worked there, amazing, which was fantastic. And then so we got that done. And then decided we were going to be there really early because we couldn't check into our condo in Michigan until it was 3 or 4 p.m. Anyway, you know how those things are, timeshare. So we decided since we had a little time to burn, we, instead of going straight to Manitowoc, which was the closest airport, we decided to go do a flyover of Oshkosh. And so this is a full week and 2 days before Oshkosh actually kicks off. I mean, the mass fly-in started on the 19th, but this is the 14th. So this is before, and the trade show didn't start until the 22nd. So we're flying, and the campgrounds are already filling up, the ones for the RVs and stuff. I was amazed. I was like, holy cow, they were already getting full. And so it was pretty neat. And then they already had the dots on the ground. And if I think about it, I will try to insert a picture here. If you look closely at this picture, this is the runway in Oshkosh, the main one. You will see the dots on the runway. They tell you if you're arriving by yourself to land on a dot so they can land 3 people at the same time. It's a little scary. We did not do the Fisk arrival. And then this next picture shows the camping areas. Now, again, this is the Sunday before Oshkosh starts off. The area on the right, the oblong area, is the camping that's already filling up. On the left, that is where we camped on the field. Maybe a couple of pictures got put in there, but it was pretty cool. And then we flew across Lake Winnebago and then over to Manitowoc. Hope I'm saying these names right, guys. If you're from Wisconsin and I'm butchering them, I'm sorry. Doing as best I can. The Manitowoc Airport, not very big, closed on the weekends basically. But so even if an airport, a little local regional airport like that's closed on the weekends, there's usually access to the inside using a code. And you find out what that is based on the notice. And so there's, a punch key. And so the Enterprise, the car rental place in Manitowoc, is not open on the weekends either. So I had to set up with them way ahead of time that they would bring the car to the airport for us on Friday evening, when was the last time they were working, and we would pick it up on Sunday. So, and then had to work with the airport to figure out where they were going to leave the keys so that I could get it. It all worked out, so it's perfect. It's beautiful. Got the car, got everything loaded. Everything was fantastic. And, got to the resort, the golf resort, and in Michigan, and it was a little different than expected. I did not realize that we got a studio. So it had a full kitchen, nice living room, little, table and chairs. It's a one room, the kitchenette on the side. But the, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize what I thought we were getting a 1 bedroom, which would have been like 2 rooms, bedroom and kitchen, all in one kitchen, living, dining area. So it had a Murphy bed, one of the fold-up ones that fits in the little console table, with the full queen-size Murphy bed. Actually slept better than I expected. Had a little love seat and then 2 chairs, and it was good enough. It was fine. And this resort was rather old. It's called Fox Valley Condo, something like that. And you can tell that, I mean, very clean, very clean. I would highly recommend that. Very clean. The grounds were well kept. The pool area was nice, had an indoor and an outdoor pool, hot tub. Very nice. Enjoyed the heck out of that. They had 45 holes of golf, which my husband absolutely loved. My sciatica, oh, did I say that? Sciatica totally gone. It was still a little, the back, how like when your back is, you've had it hurt and it's like, I'm not going to do anything because I don't want to make it hurt because I wanted to be good for Oshkosh. So I didn't do any golfing, but I did, manage to walk around a little bit on the golf course in the evening. And there was a great little barn grill champs across the way from the condo where we just literally walked across the golf course and had dinner twice. Fantastic place to eat. But so I was taking it easy still, did really good because I made it through Oshkosh, no problems, and my back is back to normal. Thank God. Oh, because that was a nightmare. Anyway, worked from there all week, did not have the best connectivity. And at that point, I had basically only brought the one project with me, the mermaid tractor. So worked on it just a little, posted on Instagram, but you'll see that later in this. And then we went and visited. So like every evening we tried to go do something. And we went up to Raleigh Point Lighthouse. I think I'm saying that right. One evening, it was really cool. They had on the beach, they had a selfie stand set up at the perfect angle where you could put your phone in it. And it literally tells you that's what it's for. It's got a little ledge that you put your phone in, put it on the timer, and you turn it to get all your people in. It's on a little swivel, and it takes a picture with the lighthouse in the background. In perfect, it was. I was like, more places need to do this, because how many times are you somewhere where there's not anybody else around to take a picture? And so it was pretty neat. I thought that was a great idea. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, I think that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy going on. Didn't have any Stitchy stores to visit. I found out after we left there was one in Green Bay that I could have visited, but did not happen. So we worked Monday through Thursday from the condo. And then Friday we were off, and that was our start of our adventure to get ready for Oshkosh. So the whole day started with a pancake breakfast at Juneau. I'm not sure if the name of the town is Juneau or if the name of the airport is Juneau. I'm not sure. Regardless, we threw everything, packed everything back in the plane. Got the car turned in the morning. He drove me back to the airport, and then I took the keys with me. That's another whole story. I'm usually really good about that, but I had to mail them back from Juneau. Got that taken care of. But so flew down to Juneau and had pancake breakfast with everybody, and basically did a whole lot of sitting around, goofing off. We got all of our shirts, our matching shirts, because everybody was wearing matching shirts because they take a big picture. And had the flight briefing, all of those fun things. About pancake breakfast started at 8. We didn't get there till 9. It was over with at 10. Did we have lunch? Yes, we had lunch. They brought in pizza. Oh, that's so funny. I lifted my hand up and it recognizes hand raises. How do I do that? Put the hand down. There we go. So yeah, we took off about 4 o'clock, 3:45 to fly into Oshkosh. Now it was supposed to be 66 planes. One of them had engine trouble. The magneto went bad, literally getting ready to take off. So we ended up with 65 planes total in our flight, and got all of us from Juneau to Oshkosh as a group. We landed 65 planes. I want to say it was 16 minutes. You have 20. 20 is what they allot you to get all of your planes on the ground. And we got them all on the ground in plenty of time. We flew our formation. Most of them were flight 3 ships in each, 3 planes in each formation. And so we flew in. 2 land on the big runway. 1 lands on the taxiway, which is just as good as a runway. And yeah, it was pretty amazing. Then you taxi. They want you to land as far out down the runway as you can so the other ones can come in behind you and keep landing, very quickly. And then they're like taxi as fast as you can. So then you taxi off the end of the runway and they take you out to the camping area where the Cessnas go. And the Cessna to Oshkosh group that we're flying in with already had our big community tent set up, where we had like dinners and stuff. And luckily, we ended up right next to that, which had good and bad, because the lights were on till like midnight every night. We were also, I don't know, 150 feet from the shower house, which was fantastic, showers and bathrooms. So then we proceeded to camp for the rest of, so got in there Friday, got the tent set up, had big dinner. I shouldn't say big dinner. It wasn't a big dinner. It was dinner provided. And then Saturday was kind of a relaxed day, finish getting camp set up, get everything settled. And then, took some trips to Target and stuff to get, stuff for the groceries, etc. And then Sunday was like the day that most of the trade show had been set up already. So we wandered around in the grounds. It was kind of cool figuring out kind of the lay of the land and where we wanted to go. It was a little overwhelming. The place is huge. I mean, when we checked in on Saturday morning for our camping spot, the guy was like, he goes, they all asked, it's first time, repeat whatever. And we're like, no, totally first timers. And he's like, I'm going to tell you one thing. And if there's one thing you listen to, this is the most important. Take the trams. He's like, when you can, take the trams because you are going to die. He goes, it is a lot of walking. And even with taking the trams as much as we could, we still put in over 20,000 steps a day. It was kind of crazy. So it's very spread out, but it was really cool. I actually got some flight time in the simulator with an instructor, so got that in the logbook. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. We originally had planned on, because again, first time I've camped in a tent in 30 years, 30 plus years probably. I wasn't too sure about it. We had a big tent. If I can find it, I will put a picture in of the inside setup. So at an 8-man tent, it divides into rooms. We threw the room divider out. I'm like, no, why? And I had a queen size Arab mattress with a headboard so your pillows don't slide off. It was good. It wasn't, and it cooled off at night so much. That's probably the best thing about the whole trip was the weather. The weather in Wisconsin was amazing. But we had planned on leaving on Wednesday morning because again, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 nights in a tent. Wasn't sure if I was gonna make it that long, but everybody's like, no, you have to stay for the Wednesday night air show because it's totally cool. So they talked us into it. We stayed till Thursday. Yeah, the Wednesday night air show, it was neat, but I don't know if the mosquitoes were worth it. I mean, to be completely honest, oh my God, the sun went down and it was like mosquito open house, banquet. I had on jeans and long sleeves and still got eaten alive. But that was that. We flew home on Thursday morning. We decided to go ahead and fly all the way home because we had weather moving in here. We didn't know if we would be able to make it all the way home, so we went ahead. If we waited and stayed somewhere else, so flew all the way home on Thursday, which was good because Friday and Saturday it rained freaking all day. So it was a good choice when we had the weekend to recover and laundry and all that stuff. And then this week back to work. You take 10 days off, you get behind. So we'll just leave it at that. And I think that's it for my life update. So yeah, I'm going to stop here. And then next we're going to do whip update. All right, I'm back. It's a little later in the day. Still Saturday, August 3rd. And we just finished talking about life update. I think I told you guys pretty much everything. Well, that's happened. Coming up stuff. Got some stuff coming up. Next weekend, I'll be headed to the Valley for a family birthday party with my family. My sister and brother are flying in from St. Louis. So that will be fun. And I'll be down there all weekend. And then I don't know what the rest of the month looks like after that. My daughter's coming down for some of the following week before she has to go back to school. They start back to college on the 26th. Yeah, so lots of fun stuff going on. And let's see. So, whips, that's where we're at now. So, what have I worked on since the last update? So, I think I was getting ready to start working on Alforce Embroidery's whale. That's upside down whale. And this is where it got to. I actually got quite a bit done on it. I was pretty happy with progress. Let me get it turned up right. Pretty happy with the amount of progress done on that one. And then after that one, I worked on Holly Jolly Mandala, which I do not have with me. It is in San Antonio. Let me see if I can find a picture real quick here. I believe I have those on Instagram. Maybe. We'll see. The new Fabulous House pictures came out today. Love it. All right, let's see. That's where it started at. And that's where I ended up at. So, Holly Jolly Mandala by Ink Circles. Then I worked on Love Quaker Style by RATM. And that's where I started at. And that's where I finished at. So got a good bit done on both of those. And then the next one up was Mermaid Fractor, which is the one that I took to Wisconsin with me by Plum Street Samplers. Is it Plum Street Samplers or some sampling? I don't know. And I actually finished that one. Woohoo! Amazing, right? So got to finish. I was so happy that the border matched up. Lots of counting. I did sup out a couple of the threads in this one. The blue and the outside is not the called for blue. I used a old Stranded by the Sea, and then this color was supposed to be the same as the fishes, and I wanted them to be a little bit different, so I pulled a Color and Cotton gray for those. And I changed, I don't know if you can see it or not, if the bright light is washing it out, but the hair was supposed to be the same color as this and this, which is charcoal. So this is actually a very dark green called Okefenokee, Skyworks Okefenokee, and I liked the green hair. Somebody asked me what I named them. Cindy asked me what I named them, and I named them Flotsam and Jetsam. So very happy to have that done. So actually got to finish. Woohoo! Yay! So excited. And then when I got home, Tuesday, well, I got home, obviously I got home last weekend, but Tuesday, Regina brought over, we exchanged our Coastal Bend Stitchers group, our round robin that we're doing. This is the last rotation. This one is Regina's project. And I finished my part, which is this one over here. And so that one is done. So I can't wait to see mine when I get it back. Kind of excited about that. Initials down there on the bottom. So that was fun. And we need to make an annual to do about that. A lot of fun. And this is a cute bag. That Goose design bag. Very cute stuff. Excuse me. Allergies continue to bother me. Let's see. What did I do? Oh, and then the next whip that I worked on was the one I worked on the last 2 days. Yo Ho Ho by Sue Hillis Designs. And this, whoa, almost dropped him, is what I got done. All that was done before was the red. So everything that's not red was added. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. I think there's not a whole lot left to be done. The bag, the tree, the words at the top, and then put the little bit more in the, well, the back stitch. There's a lot of back stitch. So That might take longer. But, and I have to fill in the beard. Beard has a lot more blended color to go into it. And I actually have that blended thread on the needle and ready to go before I put it away. I was planning on doing it, working on it last night, but then I went to the hanger and helped Kevin with something on the plane. So I might, since I already have it threaded up, I probably will go ahead and stitch on it. So that's what whips that I've worked on. And then we have plants. All right, so plants is going to stop here. Well, this is where we're going to start talking about plants. Okay, so plants. So last August, some of the girls from the San Antonio area stitchers group and myself got together and did an August start along. We did one new start each Saturday in August. And no, I have not finished any of them, but it was still fun. We kind of did it as a Bella Filipina Mira start along. We all did patterns in that genre. And this year we decided to do it again. We've invited a few more people, including some of the Coastal Bend stitchers, and decided there are no rules. And start whatever you want, or don't start something, just stitch along with us. Just something to get together. So we had today, obviously, it's the first Saturday in August, and so we set up a Zoom for this morning, and 4 of us were able to get together on there. Everybody else was kind of, it's right before back to school. People are busy. It's all good. But so today, so I have 5 planned new starts for August, and this was my first one. Is the Witchy Stitcher Sleepy Hollow, Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And it's just being done on, and I don't remember if this is a 32 count or a 28 count Irish linen, but that's, put that behind it where I got done. So I don't know if you can tell where that is, but it's basically his body, the top of his neck, and going out to the horse. So this is the horse at the top of his neck. His arm's going that way. And this is his body. Arm going over here to the horse. So that's what I got done this morning, and I'm going to work on that for the rest of the weekend. And then Monday through Friday, I will go back to working on my whips. And so I have the next 4 whips pulled because that's what we'll be working on. First one is Summer at the Shore by Country Cottage Needleworks. Oh, probably need to close the blinds. Getting a lot of washout. And don't ask me what fabric this is on because I could not tell you. It is a Wexford linen, I can tell you that, but I don't know what the color is. Oh, hang on, it's on there. Wexford linen, 32 count flesh tone, just what it says. And that is all I got done, which I don't know if you can see, but a lot of the white is done around the windows. There you can kind of see that a little bit better. So just started working on the central house there. And so I'll start working on that on Monday. Get hold of everything here. And then Monday, Tuesday, then this will be Wednesday, Thursday. Next one is Witchboard by Cottage Garden Samplings. And this one's got quite a bit done. Well, I say that. The easy stuff is done in the middle. The big around the edges is the hard stuff. That is where that one is. And that's done with, I think that centerpiece is embers. Is that what that stuff's called? Cinders. So cinders, it's got several of the, it's all done in gassed. And that's in a dot dot goose bag as well. One of her spooky ones. I like that one. Very pretty. And then let's see, over there. So that'll be Wednesday, Thursday. This will be Friday, and then the following Monday, because remember, we're 2 days at a time, is Peacock and Pomegranate, also by Cottage Garden Samplings. You can see that one or not. And see if I can get this turned appropriately. That's where that one is. Love the colors in this one. And it is in a Whip It Up project bag. Whoop, you can't see the good stuff on the inside. That's the Loch Ness Monster Tula Pink. See the Nessie here in the middle. Love that fabric. Good stuff. And I went ahead and pulled an extra one just so I'm keeping up with getting all of my floss organized and stuff before then. This one is wrinkled. Knee high by 4th of July, or just knee high. And this one, of course, is hands-on design. And that is where that one is. And it is has some solid stitching in there. If I ever finish that center, it'll be a miracle. And that one is in a Garan bag. Oh, good. All the floss. Oops. Hang on. I hit my keyboard there. That was up in front of me. All the floss is in there already, so I don't need to worry about making sure those are pulled. But the other two, the Cottage Garden, Country Cottage Needleworks one and the Peacock and Pomegranate, I need to pull thread for both of those. So that's where that is. But before then, next Saturday, we will start another project, and I need to look real quick and see if I can tell you. Next Saturday, of course, I will be at my parents' house for birthday celebration, so we won't be doing a Zoom. I'm trying to figure out when Lindsay and I are doing a project together. Okay, we're not doing that till the 17th. Okay, so make sure what order they're in. So this one's not getting started till the 17th. So it doesn't really matter what order I do these in. Let's see. So this one I've been wanting to start for a while, and it's kind of intimidating. It's called Turn, Turn, Turn by Noteworthy Needle. And you put it together and it flips to each season. So you've got winter, autumn, spring, summer, right? So pretty cool stuff. And I got all of my supplies to go with that. The linen that they call for is kind of stiff, which is good. I assume you probably need it to be a little stiff to do that with. And I think this is all gassed and 2 DMC. So that one's ready to go. That'll be one of the Saturdays. And then the following Saturday on the 17th is the one that I am starting with Lindsay. And that is Walk on the Beach by Erica Michaels. This is on the, is it 40 count silk gauze? Yes, 40 count silk gauze. So I did what they say, sew it into fabric and then cut it out so that it's got a window. I'm a little intimidated. That's really tiny. I mean, it can't be any different than 40 count fabric, right? And you're only stitching with one floss, one strand. So I've got all of my threads all ready to go. I've got my little 28 count needles, size 28 needles. This is a mixture of weeks and gassed. All those lovely beachy tones. So pretty. So we'll start that one on the 17th. And then this one is completely Lucretia's fault. Whoops, what did I just drop? Oh, hang on. That was the needle minder for the last project because I put them in the bag so they're ready to go. And it fell out. Or did that come out of the other one? Because that one's on there. I think it came out of this one. That back in there. Okay. This one is, oh, so this is a bag Lucretia made. Pretty, right? And that one, you saw those, that's just the I forget what they call them, those plaid bags. This one is Northern Expressions Needlework, Twisted Christmas Sampler. Totally cool. And I'm not doing it with the dinky dyes. I'm doing it with just the DMC. And see if I can remember what the name of this fabric is. Good, tag is still on it. It is Chamomile 32 count Lugana by Under the Sea Fabrics. Well, that's actually capturing it pretty good. And it's just red, white, and green. I changed the Krennic to Petite Treasure Braid. So that one will get started on one of the Saturdays. That's not the 17th. And then last but not least, oh, I didn't show you the project bag for the Sleepy Hollow one. This is stash as well as, so one of my more recent bags from House of Stitch and Stash. This bag is also, I believe, I think this one, hang on, I don't remember where this one's from. This is House of Stitch and Stash. This is what's going, Sleepy Hollow goes in. This one should have a label in it somewhere. Maybe. Stitch All the Things. So this is one of the Stitch All the Things bags. Was the same person who made this bag, Stitch All the Things. Okay, so last but not least, last new start for August, for our August start alone, is also in a House of Stitch and Stash bag, one of the more recent ones. And I cannot remember the names of the patterns of these fabrics, but I love them. She does such a good job picking out fabric. It's great. When you see the inside there, matches nicely. Last but not least, Bella Filipino, Maiden of Tubata. Tubada. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I always thought it was Tubata, but it's not. There's an extra A in there. Tubata. Tubata. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm butchering it, but she's beautiful. Now she's on the bluish, aqua color background, which is pretty, but I thought maybe I do around something a little bit different so she'd show up a little bit better. So I picked, and wow, you guys look at this. That is the beads and the treasures for this thing. Wow. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow. So I did floss toss. I can get them all out here because the only pieces that I was a little worried about was the pinks and purples that are along the edge, but they might blend in a little bit, but I think they'll be okay. But I think the rest of her, that's the mostly blue, will look amazing on this. This is Pomona, 32 count Opal Lugana from Under the Sea Fabrics. It's very pretty. Yes. But I thought all the blues would look really nice on that. And there are a couple of, I did switch out some of the, not some of, I switched out the Krennic. I'm missing, I just ordered all the stuff and apparently I did not get one of the, so there's the Karen Water Lilies and a couple of the treasure braids that I switched it out for, but I need to get one more Petite Treasure Braid and one more Mill Hill bead and one more Magnifica bead because apparently they did not make it. I don't know if they're back ordered. I have to go back and look to see what the issue was. Not like I'm going to need them right away, but that is plans. So let's see. Now we're ready for haul. So you saw the new bags. I got, oh no, I gotta show you something that I finished. I just saw it over here. I didn't think about that. Stretch. So if you remember a few months back, I did the All Texas Shop Hop didn't finish any of the regions, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. In one of the little shops out toward Bernie, I don't know if it was actually in Bernie proper, if you consider it that or not, but out towards Bernie, I'll be darned if I can remember the name of it. I bought, and I might have showed it to you, was laser cut template foam and fabric to make this cute little bag. It sewed up really quickly and turned out really nice. You can't see, it's just navy blue on the inside. It came with a little cute zipper pull. Turned out really nice. My quilting, as always, leaves a little to be desired, but I don't know if you can see, but I did quilt it, kind of just quilted around the Texas and then kind of around the stars and the circles, but it turned out cute. So finish that. All right, now back to haul. So other than getting all of those guys up over there, I didn't get a whole lot. I know I have a bunch of stuff waiting for me at Leslie's. So I'm not sure when I will get back up that way. Probably sometime this month, I'm sure. But do you guys remember what this is? Hands of Design and Chantal's 141 collaboration. I thought it was adorable that they packaged it in a food container. And this is called Sorry Can't. It says, sorry, can't, stitching, bye. So very cute. And then it comes with all the supplies to make the whole pattern. Comes with a sticker that says the same, which is adorable, as well as a little bonus block with the supplies to make it into a thing as well. So all finishing supplies, everything's in there. Get back in there. But yeah, I thought that was kind of a cute touch. Could be a way to store stuff, right? What else did I get? There it is. The new Craftways Christmas book, Cross Stitch Christmas, as well as there's the little freebie one that comes with it, the holiday trios. Cute little patterns that come with, and I'm sure somebody has already done a flip through this, so I will not, but there are many cute patterns in here. If I don't see one, I might do one, but I have these for years and years and years and years. I've got a whole pile of them, and I think I've stitched a couple of things out of them, but there's always cute stuff, and I know my mom has as well. Let's see, what else do I got here? Have anything else to talk about? Nope, that's it. That's everything. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient with me while I've been gone for a month or more. It's been more than a month because I think the earliest clip that you watched earlier was from June 25th. So, and it's August 3rd. So yeah, definitely been more than a month. So thanks for being patient with me. And I want to get off here, let it start publishing because it's going to take me a while to put all these things together. And I'm going to get back to stitching while it's doing that. So have a great rest of your weekend. And again, no promises. I am going to try to be better about recording more frequently. And that's about it. So